Hello guys, from now we are going to start our DP question series from basics to advanced, in which you will learn how you can apply the dynamic programming into your code. Okay, I am damn sure that you will learn something from this video, so please watch the video till the end. So let us start. Okay, so let me first read the statement first of all. So there are n stones numbered through 1 to n. Okay, so first of all, there are n stones numbered from 1 to 3 up to n. Okay, so for every index, suppose it is I, there is a value which is hi, which is the height of the stone. Okay, which is the height of the stone. So it is given here, the height of the stone is hi for the ith index. Okay, so there is a frog who is initially on stone 1, and he will repeat the following action some number of times to reach the stone end. So what the problem statement says that there is a frog f which is at 1th stone, and he want to reach out to the nth stone. Okay, to the nth stone. So to reach out to the nth stone, there are some operation to do, and there is, for each operation there is some cost. Okay, so we have to minimize what is the cost to reach the nth stone. Okay, so that's all the question says. Okay, so there are, if the, so the condition, what the condition is, if frog is currently on stone I, uh, frog is currently on stone I, so suppose it is on 1. Okay, then jump to stone I plus 1 or stone I plus 2. He can jump to I plus 1. Either he can jump to the 2th stone, or he can jump to the 3th stone if it is on 1th stone. Okay, so if it is on 2th stone, then it can jump on 3th stone, or it can jump on 4th stone. Okay, yeah, so that is the condition of this question. Okay, so what is the cost here? A cost is the height of the initial stone and the height of the destination stone which we are going to jump. Okay, so j is the destination. Suppose we are going to jump from 1 to 3. Okay, so this is I, this is j. Okay, so this is the height of, so this is the height of ith and height of jth. Okay, so what is the cost? So cost is absolute value of 1 minus 3. Okay, absolute value of 1 minus 3, which is minus 2. Okay, so it is absolute, that then it will be 2. So we can say that we have to calculate the difference of these two values. Okay, 3 minus 2. Okay, 3 minus 1. Yeah, so how we can solve that? First of all, take the example first. It is the example 4, 10, 30, 40 and 20. Okay, let me just write for your reference. 4 is the n, and what is the 10, 30, 40, 20. Okay, then 10, then 20, then 30, then 40. Okay, so initially the frog is at this here. Okay, so this is frog sorry. Okay, so he can jump, he has to reach the 40th place. Okay, so it is the 4th index, it is the 1th index, it is the 2nd index, it is the 3rd index. So how he can go? So here it is given that if we follow the path which is 1 to 2, then 2 to 4, then the total cost incurred will be 10 minus 30 plus 30 minus 20 is equal to 30, which is the minimum cost. Okay, so let us see how, what they are doing. So first of all, from 10 we will go to 20. Okay, so what is the cost? 20 minus 10. What will be the ABS of it? Okay, its ABS will be 10. Okay, plus from 20 we have to go to 40, which is the last stone. Okay, so 40 minus 20, which is the height of these stones. Okay, so what we will do, 40 minus 20, which is 20, and 20 ABS is also 20, so the answer will be 30. Okay, we can also go to from 10 to 30. Okay, if we go to 30, then what will be the cost? The cost will be 30 minus 10, which is 20. Then from 30 we have all obvious that we have to go to 40. Then what will be the cost? Then 30 minus 40. Okay, so the cost is 30 minus 40. Okay, so its cost will be 10, so answer will be 30. But it is the only case where the answer is equal. Okay, so that doesn't mean we can use greedy. We cannot use greedy in the dynamic programming, because dynamic programming use all the sub problems computations. Okay, so we have to think all about the solutions. Okay, in greedy we will just choose what is the optimal, but here we will just do brute force and stores the values of the sub problems. Okay, so what we will use in this question is 1D DP, one dimensional DP. Okay, yeah. So what one dimensional DP is? First of all, it is nothing but we will create an auxiliary array. Then for each small step, what small steps means? It means the small steps means the sub problems. Okay, so sub problems. Okay, so for each index we will store the optimal answer of it. Okay, first of all, what we will do in 1D DP is stores some initial values according to the conditions given in the question, then start iterating over all these indices and compute this index answer from these of these computations, and from this index answer from these of the minimal or maximal answer from this to these. Okay, so every index answer is dependent on the previous computations. Okay, so that's why it is called dynamic programming, and it is using all of the answers. Okay, for every step we have the answer, so it is actually called the optimal brute force. That's why it is called dynamic programming. Programming doesn't mean dynamic programming doesn't mean it is not a different programming. Okay, it is just a technique to solve the problems. Okay, so what we will do, what will we first of all in DP we have to make the recurrence. Okay, what will be the recurrence of it? Okay, first of all let me just write down the example. It is 10, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, one index, 2th index, 3th index and 4th index. What we will do, we will make an auxiliary array to store the each index answer, optimal answer to reach this index. Okay, first of all, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3th index, this is 4th index. For 1th index we will store the answer to reach the 10th stone. Okay, for 2 we will store the answer to reach 20th, then 30, then 40. Okay, and so on. So okay, so this is not our array. First of all, the initial stage we don't have to go, because 10 is the already occupied frog space. Okay, frog is already on 10. Okay, so we will store here 0. Okay, then what we will do, we will just take इट्स इनपुट इट्स आंसर ऑल्सो, ठीक है। सो 20 को रीच करने के लिए क्या आउटपुट आएगा, 20 माइनस 10 प्लस डीपी ऑफ इट इज डीपी एरे, ओके, इट इज डीपी एरे, इट इज एथ एरे विद द इनपुट एरे। सो डीपी ऑफ 1, जिस भी इंडेक्स का हम एलिमेंट उठाते हैं उसमें डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग का जो डीपी जो एरे है उसका वैल्यू प्लस जो उसका डिफरेंस होगा वो हम उसमें इनपुट कराएंगे। सो 20 माइनस 10 इज 10 एंड द एंड प्लस डीपी ऑफ 1, तो 1 पे जाने की जो मिनिमम कॉस्ट थी वो 0 प्लस 10, ओके। सो हियर विल बी 10। सो हमने यहाँ पे देखा था कि 20 पे जाने के लिए क्या कॉस्ट आ रही थी, 10 आ रही थी। सो इट इज़ करेक्ट। नाउ वी विल सी व्हाट to go to 30, what we will do, we will just check that so we can go to from 10 we can go to 20 or we can go to 30. So for 3 we can check, we can get the answers from 2th index and 1th index, okay. So for 30 we will check that what is the best answer from these two indexes. First of all we will check 30 minus 20 is what, 30 minus 20, what will be, what it will give it will give 10 plus what is the pre-computed value in the dp array, it is 10, 10 plus 10 it will give 20, okay, it will give 20, yeah. Now to reach this from 10 to 20, 10 to 30, we will just compute 30 minus 10, okay. 30 minus 10 is what, 20 plus the dp of 0, dp of 1, yeah, it is 0, so 0. So minimum of 20 plus 20 comma 20 is 20. We will store it here, okay. So I am painting it in red just because these two are pre-computed, okay. So from here we will run a loop, okay. So we can compute these two values. For 4 we can check, we 4 पे आने के लिए जो है वो हम 3 से आ सकते हैं और 4 पर जो है वो हम 2 से आ सकते हैं, तो हम इन दोनों की वैल्यू चेक करेंगे, ओके। तो 4 पे आने के लिए तो 40 माइनस 30 फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम करेंगे, ओके। सो 40 माइनस 30 इज व्हाट, 40 माइनस 30 is 10 प्लस dp of 3 it is 20, या it is 30, ठीक है। 30 एक आंसर आ गया। देन फॉर 20 वी विल टेक 40 माइनस 20, ओके। तो फॉर 40 माइनस 20 it is 20 plus dp of 2, dp of 2 is what, 10, yeah, it is 30. So it is giving us the 30 input, so minimum of 30 and 30, it is 30. So 30 is the correct output for that answer, for that question, okay. So 30 is the correct output, ठीक है। So what will be the recurrence, okay. From now we have seen that what is the procedure to solve this problem. So what will be the recurrence, okay, recurrence. So dp of I, dp की जो ith वैल्यू है वो होगी minimum of dp of I minus 1 plus h of I minus h of j. We have to take its abs, okay, abs. Either we can go to either we can go to 1 step backwards or 2 step backwards, okay. So here we are going 1 step backwards, comma, we will compute dp of I minus 2 plus abs of h of I minus h of j. Okay, then h of j minus 1 here, it is h of j minus 2 here. So this is the recurrence of it. Okay, this is the recurrence. So for every dp array ith value, it depends on this recurrence relation. Okay, so this is a correct recurrence relation. So now we can code it. We will just start with taking an input. So first of all, let's see what is the input format. First we have to take the nth as input and the heights of the stones. Okay, so let me just take the input of n int l. I am using the long end because the n is 10 to the power 5, which is not in the integer range. Okay, I'm coding it in C++, which is the mostly used competitive programming language. Okay, then intel array of n plus 1. We will just declare the our dp array, which will be same size as the ath array, n plus 1. Okay, so now first of all, what we have concluded here, that dp of 0 is always 0. Yeah, dp of 1 is always 0. Okay, so dp of 1 is always 0. Yeah, then dp of 2 is what? dp of 2 is what? dp of 2 is the abs of first two values. Okay, the abs of first two values. Yeah, so abs of a of I minus a of I minus 1. Yeah, this is the second value. Now we can iterate over our dp array for I is equal to 2, I is less than equal to n, I plus plus. Now we have to just implement our recurrence relation. Okay, this recurrence relation just we have to implement. Okay, so what it is, dp of I is equal to dp of I is equal to minimum of dp of I minus 1 plus abs of a of I minus a of I minus 1. Okay, then comma. Yeah, so then what we will just check the second backward index plus abs of a of I minus a of I minus 2. Yeah, so this is our recurrence. So we will just output dp of n. Okay, so that's all. This is our code. It will get submit. Okay, so I'm not going to submit it. You will just please type this on your own or understand what is going to happen here. It will, I think, 3, because we are using one based indexing in the array. Yeah, so it will get accepted. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to our channel. Okay, for the next video I will be solving the next problem, which is frog 2. Okay, so thank you, guys. See you in the next part.